Hey guys, welcome back to our video lecture series of irrigation engineering. We are discussing about the distribution work, and let's continue with the type of the canals. In the last lecture, we discussed about the types of canal based on supply and source, based on functions, and based on alignment. Today we are going to discuss about the type of canal based on the discharge. So you can see here, basically classification based on the discharge are divided into the broad 5 types. First one is main canal, second one is branch canal, third one is major distributary, fourth one is minor distributary, and into last water course, or you can say it laterals. So let's see the schematic diagram for this distribution system so you can briefly understand about it. So you can see into the figure that here is the river, this is the main river. You can see here the barrage or weir which can use to graduate the height of this water storage. On the other side it is a silt excluder. So whenever you use this head barrier or weir, we have to use the silt excluder also, because the water will be flow and suddenly it will be stored here, so it will be settle down the silt at that place. It is very necessary to remove the silt. From this river there is one main canal, you can see here, this is the main canal, right, which is connected with the canal head regulator. It will allows water to pass through from the main canal. If you want to close this main canal, then you have this canal head regulator to regulate the water boundaries. Another way you can see here the sediment escape channels, also it used to divert this water through here to here. This main canal is further connected with this branch canal. Okay, you can see here the branch canal. This branch canal will furtherly connected with major distributary. You can see here, this is the major distributary, and this major distributary will connected with the minor distributaries. These minor distributaries will have too many of water courses or laterals which is connected to direct the field. So it is a region where you want this water to cultivate crops or cultivate a land or irrigate the land. So this is the simple layout of canal distribution system, how it is work, and you can see here into the figure. Let's jump to the main canal. From this figure, what is the main canal? The main canal takes off directly from the upstream of weirhead works or a dam. Usually it has no direction cultivation is proposed. Also the main canal is the principal canal of a network of irrigation canals which is carry a water directly from the river or reservoir instead of this dam, etc. It carries a heavy discharge and supplies the water to branch canals and major distributaries. The main canal is generally not used for direct irrigational purpose. Okay, you can see here the main canal of Narmada main canal, Ahmedabad region. This is the main canal. I will show you the basic difference between this main canal and major distributaries and minor branch canals. Okay, all other are considered as a branch canal. Major distributary, minor distributaries, laterals, watersheds, they are branch canals. The main canal is only one which is directly connected to the water boundaries, river, oceans or dam, etc. Let's move to the branch canal. A branch canal all offtakes from the main canal with head discharge of 14 to 15 cumex and above what term as a branch canal. The canal take off from the main canal on either side are called branch canals. In general, these branch canals also do not carry out any direct irrigation. Also, this is not directly connected with irrigational purpose. It is also one of the distribution canal. The branch canals are usually feeder canals for major and minor distributaries. I can explain you what is the feeder canals, right? It will feed the water to the major distributaries or minor distributaries. This branch canal usually carry the discharge over 5 cumex for the purpose of small regions, and the head discharge is about 14 to 15 cumex. This is the branch canals picture taken from this Panchmahal region. Then major distributaries. So what is major distributary? The all offtakes from the main canal or a branch canal with head discharge from 0.25 to 15 cumex are termed as a major distributary. You can see here that instead of 15 to 5, in some books there is up to the 25 cumex it will consider as a branch canal. In some book there is, you can see into GTU syllabus books like Atul or other books, you can see there is a 0.25 to 5 cumex. So don't be conflict with it, you can write any of that discharges. So the discharge between 0.25 to 15 or 0.25 to 5 cumex are termed as a major distributaries. Also the major distributor take off from the branch canals or sometimes from the main canals also. The carry are generally used for direct irrigation and hence they supply water through the outlets of the water courses, right? This major distributor is also called as a Rajba. Note down that point, it is also called as a Rajba. Another term is a minor distributary. So the minor distributor is the all offtakes taking off from a major distributary carrying the discharge water less than 0.25 cumex are termed as a minor distributary. Obviously it is directly connected to the major distributary. For the minor distributary the feeder is considered as a major distributary also. These supply water to the water course through outlets, okay, into the major distributary. This major distributary also called as a minors. Now let's jump to the last topic of water course. A small channel which carry water from the outlet of a major or a minor distributary or a branch canal to the field to be irrigated is considered as a water course. Obviously, also water course of a field channel is a small channel which is ultimately feeds the water to the irrigation field. Okay, here from all of these canal system, the water course is directly connected to the field. Okay, they may take off from minor or distributaries. These are owned, constructed, controlled and maintained by the cultivator. Means who want to cultivate the field, they are directly operate these water courses on the basis of their purpose or quantity they want of water to apply on the field. See into the figure, this is the layout of an irrigation canal. It's a schematic layout. So this is whole the cultivation region. You can see this cultivation region is covered by the river. Obviously it's a more economical system, right? This is the main watershed, main canal which is directly connected to the river. This main canal has, you can see here, major distributaries 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the major distributaries. These major distributaries are connected with another minor distributaries like this. These are the minor distributaries. See here, this is the main canal This is major distributaries, here and here. Major distributaries, and it is connected to the minor distributaries. This is how this our schematic system of a canal will work onto the field, right? You can see it's the boundary of the gross command area where you want to irrigate this system. So hope you can understand this major minor distributary canals, right? So next jump to the type of canal based on the lining provided or not. So on the basis of lining there are two types. First one is unlined canal, another one is lined canal. So let's understand first one, unlined canal. A bed and a banks made up of natural soil. This is the first purpose of unlined canal. The water velocity higher than 0.7 meter per second are not tolerable in case of unlined canal. In unlined canal, the height seepage and convenience water losses. The profuse growth of aquatic weeds retard the flow. So this is the basic term of unlined canal. So there is a one question, so what is the lining, right? So first let's understand about the lined canal, then we are going to discuss about it. A lined canal, a lining of impervious material or its bed and bank to prevent the seepage of water. Another one is the different type of lining used as compared to concrete, brick or burnt clay line and boulders, etc. So this is the lined canal. What is the purpose? What is the difference between these two, unlined and lined canal? So let's take a look of the figure. This figure is considered as a unlined canal. It is a natural ground. Okay. In case of unlined canal, you can see there is no lining, there is no smooth surface. So obviously earth can seep out the water, right, into the earth, and the water will be percolate through this soil, subsoil, right, and it will seep out to the groundwater table. So this is the basic understanding about this unlined canal. Also there is no any smooth surface, right? There are too many. Also the wedges covered from these boundaries will reduce the discharge flow. So these are the disadvantages of this unlined canal. Instead of this lined canal, you can see here it is lined by this concrete material, right, which has a very smooth surface, right? In this type of canal there is no scouring, no silting effects due to the smooth surface. It will prevent the water logging also. It is also reduce this evaporation losses. There is no percolation of water. So there are some advantages and disadvantages about this lining. We can learn in briefly into further new videos, right? Into the next lecture we can cover this lining stuffs. Also there is one further classification based on the financial output, right? So based on the financial output, canal may be classified as further productive canal, and another one is protective canal. In terms of productive canal, a productive canal is one which yield a net revenue to the nation when fully developed to cover up its running cost and the cost of construction. So after the construction of this type of canal, we can earn that revenue which can be used to construct this canal, right? So it is considered as a productive canal. Then protective canal is a canal one which is constructed as a relief work during famine to provide employment to the inhabitation of the famine affected areas and to protect that area against the famine into the future. So generally this type of canal are not full all the times. They are only used when there is a famine type of situations take place. So these I these two types I want to discuss. So let's complete our topic here about this type based on different functions and sources, alignment, linings, and productivity. Right? Hope you can understand this type topics. Uh, if you have any queries, please give me a comment below. Thank you for hearing. See you into the next lecture.